Hi there, welcome back to Bustthinned. Bustthinned is a dwarf fortress nearly enough. What? Bustthinned is a dwarf fortress let's play from Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. Today has gone really well. I actually recorded an entire episode, and like 90% of it I didn't have the microphone running because I'm an idiot, basically. I didn't have the microphone running. I have a manual physical button on my headset, and that'll mute the microphone. And every so often I hit it without realizing it, and then I just set this going, hit record, and on I go. And I didn't glance over at the recording software. I've got a little monitor that tells me what's happening and whether or not you can hear me, whether or not anything's coming from my microphone. And I didn't look at it, so there was no evidence of anything. So you couldn't hear me at all. So I'm an idiot. So my options were record a voiceover, but that is annoying on two levels. I'm just going to kill a reindeer. Don't just be here in a sec. It's annoying. It's annoying for two reasons. One is doing that's really annoying. It's just really tiring because you're sitting there watching, and I'm trying to remember, looking at everything, looking what they're doing, trying to remember what on earth I was thinking and why suddenly I'm gesturing with my mouse over here and then over here, and I can't remember what I've done. And secondly, the particular file format that Open Broadcast software, which is what I'm using to record this, what it cuts out, what it puts out, doesn't seem to work very well with any of the video editing software that I have available to me. So I would have to chuck it into some video editing software and do the voiceover, or combine the soundtrack or something. And so between the two of them, so I thought, just recording a whole new episode, because that way I get to play more Dwarf Fortress. That's a good thing. So fundamentally, what I've been up to is, if I go down all the way down to the depths, here we are down the depths. Just checking things, sweet. Right, here we are down the depths. I have formed a plan to fix this screw up. Because what I've been wanting to do for quite some time is block off this bit of water, and I eventually want to block off these bits of water as well, so that I want this section of water to be completely self-contained, so that I can drain it, which is what we can see here. I want to drain it so that I can make my long ramp, because as you can see, it's all going down nicely. Then it goes through our dog leg, goes through here, and then I want that to just be one continuous ramp, because eventually I want way down here, way down here, I want this ramp to get me down to a trade depot way down the depths. So my current plan is, from the very depths, there's going to be a pump stack all the way up 110 levels. And then it'll spew lava out here and turn this into obsidian. And I'll no doubt steam fry a great many dwarves at the same time, because I've almost certainly forgotten something. But that should be entertaining if for no one of you. So that's where I'm at. So I was digging that all the way down there. If I go down the bottom and go up a bit. Now I've discovered I've actually discovered the third set of caverns, and I was a bit worried, and by a bit I mean extremely worried, because there are, I can't see them right now. There are these enormous capital letter R's wandering around in this. This is the third set of caverns. So if I can find them, see if there aren't others. Rutherers. I don't know much about Rutherers. What the bollocking hell? Well, they are loose within my caverns, and I did not realise that. Yeah, so, okay, let's panic a bit, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. I've got an elite mark dwarf. When did that happen? Shitey shite balls. When did that happen? This is not good. So I very specifically spent a lot of time and effort walling off areas so this precise and exact thing would not happen. Well, we actually seem to be getting on more or less okay with the Rutherers, in fact. Well, I'm murdering it anyway. And perhaps I didn't need to be quite so terrified of them. Okay. I'm just gonna, just seeing as there's at least one bedroom that's actually more or less ready, I'm just gonna set it up. Right, they've not finished murdering that Rutherer yet. Apparently not. I wonder if I might not be at a point where I should start making adamantine and battle axes and making a battle axe crew. I could particularly do with some armor if I'm going to start making military, but see, these guys have run out of ammo, so they're just pummeling it with their crossbows and stuff. In fact, they're just punching it. They're just punching it to death. Punching her to death. Well, okay, the elite marksdwarf is hitting it. He's hitting her over the head with a bronze crossbow, which is chaotic and take forever. Oh, this is a horrible mess. Alright, let's make an adamantine battle. I'm assuming it's a battle axe. Then I'm going to see if there's anyone who could do with being an axe dwarf. Do I have tanned hides? I've got lots of tanned hides. Maybe it's time to start making some leather armor. I mean, ideally I'd make metal armor, but I don't really... I do not... Well, I don't have enough in the way of adamantine to make weapons and armor, I don't think. I've got 16 wafers, you need 3 times as many, so I really only have effectively 5 bars of it. So there you go. My strand extractors are working, so I end up with slightly under 60, or slightly, I think, around about just about 60. I think slightly under 60 bits of adamantine when I'm done. I can't really get any more because the level below. That is almost certainly another entrance into the underworld. Although I am kind of intrigued by what would happen if I kind of... Well, I can't do that because it built stuff over it. But let's look at this one, right? Because I know this is a pit to the underworld, right? I do find myself slightly wondering what would happen. Feedstone. Yeah. If I kind of channeled through that and just poured lava into the underworld, you know. What exactly would happen? You know. Slade walls. It's interesting. I'm going down once. I go down to spot 6 and I click on stuff and it takes me up one. Anyway, yeah. What happens if you pour magma into hell? It's an interesting concept. Right, let's go to Dwarf Therapist, connect to Dwarfs. Glance over to make sure my microphone is in fact running. So military, axe dwarves. I've got a bow here, I'm not using my bow here as much. So that person could be an axe dwarf reasonably well. My next axe dwarf is actually kind of pants. Hammer dwarves aren't very good. Someone's already an adequate swords dwarf. What are you? Are you a peasant? Yeah. And what just happened? Oh, Fey mood. Okay. I've lost them already. There we go. Alright, so the metal class takes up a strange mood. It may not be good. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do V. High Master Metalcrafter already. So... Oh, I've lost them. There you go. I want to make sure when they get down and claim their... what they're going to be... whatever they're going to be claiming. That... I just want to watch it and make sure they actually get what they need to do. They get what they need to get. Someone made the charcoal that I no longer need. I had an issue. I've moved my glass furnaces from upstairs well, my glass furnaces. I've removed 2 glass furnaces from upstairs and replaced it with 1 magma glass furnace downstairs, which does mean that I don't have to worry about charcoal specifically for glass. I still, if I ever get any iron, then I will need to worry about iron and making iron instead. Well, I've got 3 iron, but I can at the most make 2 steel bars out of that, and there's not a huge amount of point. That's all been gained from melting. I was promised deep metals. The only deep metal I've found thus far has been galena, and galena is not that useful. Right, so you've claimed that. Well done, you. And I'll just follow you again, and unpause. Right, so he's walking out and he's grabbing things. I'm just gonna get, yeah, it's grabbing adamantine. Yeah, why not? So looks like he's getting. Right, looks like they're fine in terms of having things, so I'm just going to let them get on with it for a moment. I'm going to do my traditional complaining about why aren't they using this stockpile. All metal bars should be going into that stockpile, and I don't understand why they're not doing that. But never mind. So I'm just going to let them get on with that. And that's the first of the bedrooms to be done. I don't know if has anyone claimed it yet. No one's claimed it yet. Is that engraved? It's only smoothed. Oh, it's detailed. There's a detail. Detailed diorite floor. Superiorly designed image of Doomed machine ordered the dwarf. There you go. So that in fact is a finished room. There we go. So that's all neato. So, I think you guys finished. Or are you still murdering the... No, you're still murdering the brother. Oh god. Apparently battering things to death with a bronze crossbow is quite inefficient. I feel bad about it because, you know, it's kind of all... Oh my god, it's huge. Oh no, it's the biggest thing. And then you kind of... They're just wandering around, and no one seems to mind. It doesn't seem to actually be bothering anybody. So I feel kind of bad about that, but you know, not bad enough to actually stop. I should point out. But yeah, that brother is just basically getting pummeled to death by completely incompetent people who don't know how to pummel things. Right, I think my battle axe has been done. So, military, we'll make a new squad. I'll give them leather, well, I'll give them leather armor because at the moment I don't have anything else. We're not going to have them call them the odorous whatevers. Melee. And somewhere around I've got an axe dwarf. Looks like it should make an adamantine. I've got a couple of swords. Come on, where are you? Competent wrestler already in a squad. Thought I had an axe dwarf somewhere. Spear dwarf. maybe we should go by names, seeing as I can't find them. Or peasant. I've got a peasant around here somewhere. There we go. Oh, is Rigoth better as a swords dwarf than as an axe dwarf? No, they're already a swords dwarf. They're just the best axe dwarf I have. But I should apparently have just made swords. Alright. I actually don't know what's going to happen now. Spectre of Snow. That's a bit worrying. Right, F2. Squad B. Kill. Now, I was just seeing this thing about Spectres of Snow, Slushfanged. Oh, they're the Underworld, that's fine. I've blocked off the Underworld. They don't seem to care, they're just happily bopping about. So I'm not that worried. There's the range of my glass furnaces. Lots of green glass, raw green glass that I haven't actually bothered to make a stockpile for, which I really should. Possibly down here, which is where the furnace is. Let's see if I can provoke people into using this thing. Just do the same here. I'm not particularly confident anyone's actually going to do that, but they just seem to be avoiding that stockpile entirely. And yeah, unless I've got some other metal bar stockpile somewhere that I don't know about. It's not, you know, it's take from anywhere. Doesn't have any, you know, take or remove things, so it's not exclusive to anything. It should just work, but it isn't. I don't know why. I could possibly build another thing here, but my miners are probably busy. Certainly should be busy. I have given them a fair amount of stuff to do. That'll be because there's something in the middle. Right, so my strange mood dwarf is quite happily grabbing things for their strange mood. Thus far, they've got elemental wafers and some birch logs. So we'll let them get on with that. Where's my captain of the guard? I can't actually zoom to them from there, I don't think. From the Nova screen. That didn't work. No, they're on their way. So what's there? Squad B Z, and then because the squad menu doesn't actually pause the game, unlike most of the sub menus. I just love the way people are just casually wandering past what is a violent conflict. Probably not that violent, given that just how useless everyone is in terms of fighting. Right, let's go down here. And we will add new task, weapons ammunition, adamantine, short sword, and we'll make another one in fact. Don't want to be up here. Being up here is useless to me. Oh, that's the bed made. Oh, so I can make it into a bedroom. Make it into a bedroom. Size it up. Is that not being claimed yet? So, yeah, there we go. They've got a bedroom there. The Ruther is fighting. The Swords Dwarf is fighting. Oh, it's got 9 short swords from somewhere. Excellent, well done you. Right, so there's tons of blood. Right, so that's it killed. Okay, so squad, melee, kill, brother. Looks like they may have wandered off to get. What I'm hoping they've done is they've wandered off to get a adamantine short sword, which I've just finished making. Because an iron short sword, I mean, an iron short sword is also very well and good, but it's not as good as an adamantine one. That. See if many more of these places are just detailed. Right. Just have to not use the artifact bed. Leave that until such time as I end up with a pressing need for impressing my nobility, which I do not currently have. But if I ever do, then, you know, I do that. Might be nice to get war dogs. If I've got any dogs that are actually dogs, not puppies. To get a just a couple of war dogs to follow my melee squad around, just to kind of make them even better at the violence. I'm not entirely convinced that I actually need to kill the Rutherers as much as I was. I mean, their description is fairly terrifying. I mean, to be fair to myself, monster with enormous tail, you know, covered with thick fur, they run on 4 legs, can be found deep under the earth. Enormous yet skinny. You know, I feel that I was kind of okay. You know, it was not unreasonable to be worried about. Oh, you went off to have a sleep, did you? Great. Oh no, you didn't. I've got enough dwarves that it's actually kind of difficult to keep track of everybody. There we go. On the way down, or on the way up, on the way down. There we go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should be explaining that I did in the previous session that is lost forever due to my inability to keep track of whether or not my microphone is on. Passing the strange mood dwarf there. But I can't remember. I can't remember anything that was particularly obviously, you know, stuff I need to talk about. Gonna have to start filling up the graveyard at some point, but I want to engrave the graveyard for what I hope is fairly obvious reasons. Right, we'll see how long this takes. Oh, well, that didn't seem to take very long at all. Wow. Was that just with iron short swords as well? Stored item. He's still just using iron short swords. Wow. That was mildly frightening. Okay. Hopefully someone's going to pick those corpses off and take them away. I think that one's already gone. That one's, yeah, there was one there. Oh, that was somebody cleaning. Wow. Oh, those beds are all in. Just going to quickly check that these are on detailed floors. They are. Container, so diorite coffers. Diorite coffers. So yeah, it's all really pace. And finally, my idlers go down. You kind of look at your thing and you, oh no, I've got all these idlers. That's really bad. But it does mean having lots of idlers means that when you do things like this, when you suddenly say, right, we're just going to move tons of things, you know, just to do a whole bunch of furniture hauling, which doesn't need any particular skills. Then there's a convenient horde of people who will make that happen. Just really have a look at a lot of my, you know, quantum stockpiles are up here. Spiked copper ball. I wonder why I have a spiked copper ball. I think there's one of the things I picked off a caravan that died. So, I wonder if I should melt that down. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, I don't think I need... I mean, they're useful for traps and things. So might as well just melt them. Get some... They're only copper as well. The same, to be perfectly honest, with the disc. So I'll just melt those. is where I'm going to start getting a lot of enormous green glass corkscrews. And interior, I mean, there's a lot of stockpile places I could put that. And well, I was about to say that's as good a place as any. It's actually not as good a place as any. Probably the best place to put it would be somewhere around here, because this is where it's going to all start from. And I am going to need to deal with the fact that I think I'm going to have to wall up absolutely every single one of these stairs on either side of what is going to be the pump stack. Which is like 110, which is like, ugh. Not something I particularly want to be bothered with, but I don't think I've got any choice. Let's expand this area, which is going to be kind of a stockpile area. The Strange Mood Dwarf is still off doing strange mood stuff, so that's okay, I guess. Are they going up or down? They're going up. So presumably they're off to fetch something. This is an issue where I've got, when I'm in this transition period, which has lasted a long time, because quite frankly I've got, things to do. And I've just been letting this, keep going with these two fortresses. So a lot of my stuff is up the top of, on levels -2, -3, -5. But his workshop that he wants to actually use is all the way down at minus 50, -56 or something. Which is obviously, a bit of a trek. So I think we're just going to let them get on with it. Gonna have a quick look at my test thing here. Not much in the way of metals. But you notice that miner is flashing, and that one, and that one. The implication is that they're in fact legendary miners, which is a nice thing to have. Oh, it was only accomplished. That's interesting. So maybe I'm talking nonsense. Great crutch walker. That's not really something you want, is it? You don't want people being great. So legendary metalsmith. Okay, that's why I've got this. Why is this person mining? Legendary mechanic who is mining. So brilliant. I don't have. Yeah. Okay. This isn't quite going the way I want it to. But hey, I mean, this is going to expose everything in this level. The cobaltite is going to be quite nice. It's down as a vein, but it's really just used as stone. And the nice thing about it is it's a nice bright blue. And there are reasons, and that is sometimes, it's good for if you want to color code things and so on and so on and so forth. And there's a few gems in here which I've not set up even the slightest thing for gems. I've not set up anything for gems at all. Oh, a stray dog, sweet. You are going to be a war dog. Dog, search for dog. I've got a couple of stray war dogs. Stray dogs. Sweet. Dogs are quite useful. But I'm gonna. So I've only got a couple of cats. So that's cool. I've got quite a few animals. I've got lots of ducks and geese and things, and I'm just not. I've not been doing the sensible thing of creating, doing stuff with nest boxes. And I'm just because I don't know how nest boxes work, so I've just been leaving it. So yeah. Anyway, so that is today's episode, and that has got me speaking the whole way through, which I'm sure makes you happy. I can't imagine anything worse than watching things that don't have me talking. Yeah, so I've moved my glass production downstairs. The carving out of for Operation Stupid Magma Plan has been done, but I think I'm going to have to designate an awful lot of walls. I think I need to make all of those actually walls. So that is going to be entertaining. That might be one of the things I do off camera. I'm working through my adamantine all of a sudden. There used to be tons of adamantine, now there's only stuff there and there. I don't know where all my adamantine threads are. I mean, unless they're just here, but yeah, adamantine threads. So many things. I have a bad feeling about certain things. Yes. Yes, I suddenly realised the thing that I have done. Adamantine strands have piled up here and here, but they haven't been turned into anything because I've set it so that only, this is a silly thing I'm doing in the middle, I was doing in the middle of my goodbye and see you later speech, and now I'm actually doing things. But this is my wafer production, which only takes from that stockpile, but that stockpile was only taken from there. And it wasn't taken from either of those places. So adamantine strands have been piling up here and here, because I'm a divot basically. What am I doing? What am I doing? I want to find my military command. Right, let's go to squads. Military, zoom, pause. Zooming in. So this is my captain of the guard. So, preferences. Work animals. Meters E. I suddenly realise that I don't know which dog, and probably that one. I just want to not get. I don't want to give it one of the. I don't want to give him one of the dogs that is on guard duty. So he's now got a dog aside. Anyway, enough of all that. Oh my god. Thanks for watching. I've been Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Join us at www.nearlyenougghdice.com for role-playing game podcast blog. And if you want to join me again next time, then pretty please, pretty please with the cherry on top, have yourselves a very dwarfy day.